Now it's time for this week's difficult conversation. 3 years ago, Paige Blight received the news which no parent ever wants to hear. Her little boy, Woody, then aged 3, was diagnosed with neuroblastoma, a very rare cancer that develops in the nerve tissue. It understandably rocked their family, and for the past 3 years, young Woody has bravely been having treatment and battling the illness. In addition to the emotional strain, it's also been obviously a huge financial burden for the family, having to travel for various treatments and readjust their life. A few weeks ago, Paige was told by Woody's doctors that there were really no further treatments for Woody, but that won't stop Woody's family from fighting. They are looking at alternative treatments and trials that Woody can hopefully take part in. I'm absolutely thrilled and delighted and honoured, I must admit, because he's so cute, to say young Woody, his mum and entrepreneur Matt Fiddes joins me now. Welcome to you all. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Really appreciate it. And bringing young Woody in to see us. Woody, in the TV studio, enjoying it?
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it? Right, Paige, I'm gonna start with you. Just tell us a little bit of the background about what has happened to Woody. I mean, he was only 3 when he was diagnosed.
He was 3. And obviously we just went to the doctors thinking, it was, a normal 3-year-old little thing, growing pains. But, this sort of kept on going for 4 months. Mm. And I eventually took him to the doctors again, and they said that it was juvenile arthritis. And I was like, right, okay, this can't go on for 4 months, sort of being like this. Mm. So we took him back, and then they said, look, take him to A&E. So we did, we took him to A&E, and they kept him in overnight at Barnstable Hospital, rushed him down for scans and stuff, and they picked up that he had lymph nodes up all over his body, and that they said, it was my birthday actually, we got transferred up to Bristol. And on the 9th of October 2020, we got told that he had stage 4 neuroblastoma. And
that is obviously the worst news any parent,
it is,
and you've got 2 other children as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Can possibly hear. I mean, what effect has it had on your family, as a family, with Woody's siblings, and obviously, everything must have been turned on its head.
Yeah, it was. Obviously, we were full working parents, and then within a week, we had to quit because it was just we can't be at 3 different hospitals in, at one time. So it was me at home looking after the other 2. And in the meantime, I took Woody and Jack up to hospital, and then I'd come back and stay, and it would be at least 2-3 weeks at a time they would be away. And then you went for a lot of chemo, didn't you, and radiotherapy, immunotherapy.
Yeah. Oh, it's a brave little boy. There's a lot of treatment to go through when you're so little.
It is,
well.
yeah, and he's took it like a warrior. He's just amazing.
Oh, it's wonderful to have you here, Woody. I hope you're enjoying your day. Matt, so tell me how you became involved in Woody's story.
Yeah, sure. Well, that sports car you see there belongs to me. So one of his dreams and one of his wishes was to drive in a Lamborghini. And a friend of your family, Paige, contacted me. They're very persistent. And asked if I could take him out. And I realised the urgency of it. So we made that happen within 2 days, I think.
Yeah.
And then once I met the little chap, we had a good laugh, didn't we, Woody? Went for a long drive, and we went out in the Ferrari too, and you've got your superpower thing going on. I realised that there is, and I've come across children before where...
Oh, look at that. Oh, look, Woody, you're on telly now with that car. That's a lovely car.
Yeah, he loves it. And I just didn't expect him to be so strong and so active, and you could talk to him, he's incredible. And when I heard about the devastating news, it just didn't make any sense to me. So being an entrepreneur, I think out the box of what can be done that's not on the NHS. And they've done an incredible job, and Paige wants to get that across. What can I do to try and use my profile to get out there, to get in front of consultants, doctors, medicines on the NHS, and let's give this a big shot. And I'm just happy that GB News has had us on, because unless you're talking about Britney Spears' divorce at the moment, it's very difficult to get on anything. And they took such an interest in it, and Nana's been incredible. So
Nana sends her best to you all, by the way. She's apologised she can't be here, and I apologise you got me instead, but...
Yeah, so that's how I came involved, to try and lead this campaign. to get help. And I'm willing to fund all the treatment and so on and so forth, but there must be a doctor out there in London or somewhere who specialise. Well, we know there is, don't we?
Yeah.
We've seen children who've come back from this.
So what have you discovered is available that you'd like to move forward to doing?
Just some sort of treatment, really, to hopefully, to help him.
There's children with his condition, that had his condition, the same age, who are still doing well, alive now, 17, 25. They've had chemos and treatments available to them that aren't licensed in this country under normal NHS rules.
Right, so Paige, that would involve travelling abroad, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, Matt, is sort of like looking at the cars, got a few bob. But you are fundraising. How are you fundraising and how can people watching this help?
I've got a GoFundMe page up, obviously to help Woody's wishes as well. But like I said, that would go towards the treatment if there is any available for Woody.
And he's quite content when you ask what else would you like to do.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He just
I was going to say, we're making memories for Woody here, aren't we?
yeah, now
Cars
he's on TV. He's insistent he could have done this virtually, but he wanted to come in, didn't you, today?
You were excited, weren't you?
And he just wants to go play on the beach and make sandcastles with his brother and sister, don't you? That's really what you want to do. So it's all about trying to find someone who can step in now and give us treatment.
And is there a treatment that you've discovered that might help, or is it just we are still asking people to get in touch if they know there is one, or what's the situation?
I suppose, just really asking to see if there is any out there that are available for Woody. Because, the NHS have done their bit, and I'm very thankful for them, but I know that he's still got a big fight behind him.
Yeah.
And
It's kind of hard to let him give up when you see him. Look at him,
He's not a quitter.
Yeah, show him the superpower thing, Woody.
Show him superpowers.
Yay, go Woody. Superman. That is brilliant.
It doesn't add up,
So what, I mean, there was one quote from you, Paige, that actually almost broke my heart. I mean, obviously, what you've been through, what is it? You would swap places with him in the blink of an eye, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, and it's obviously incredibly difficult for you. So I think that the details of the fundraising... Oh, I'm sorry, Paige, you're going to make me cry now. The details of the fundraising page are on the GB News website, so please, if you have any information that can help little Woody, look, it's sitting here in the TV studio. It's been as good as gold. I mean, not many youngsters would be so well behaved. I don't think I would have been when I was your age, Woody. I've been running around. So what other memories have you been making for Woody?
Loads, really. You've been on a helicopter, haven't you?
Wow.
Been up on a helicopter. What else have you done? Can you tell? What else have you been doing?
I went in my
Lamborghini.
on the Ferrari.
I'm with Ferrari. You like my wife more than me, don't you? You like the ladies, don't you? Just hoping my wife would be here today. Yeah.
Oh, so he's flirting already.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
So what would you just finally, to anyone watching today, what would you like to say to them, watching and listening? Obviously, we are on radio as well. What would you like to say to them?
Just please, if there is anything out there for a neuroblastoma, that it has relapsed. So, it's come back a bit more. If there is anything, I would like to know if there is.
And they're very inspirational parents because they won't give up. They won't take no for an answer. And you can see in himself, he wants to fight on, don't you, Woody?
Yeah.
He wants to fight on, so he's willing to take a chance. And are you, Paige? You just want some people to step forward. And there must be someone out there in this world who've got the answer, or trial drugs, or can extend things.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to appeal for.
Yeah. And we won't give up, will we?
God,
we won't give up.
Go Woody, absolutely, Team Woody all the way here. If you do have any information how you can help Woody and Paige in any way, please do get in touch by the usual methods. And for more information about how you can help financially with Woody's appeal, go to our website now. Woody, Paige and Matt, thank you so much for joining us and wish you all the very best.
Thanks
Thank you.
So it's off to
Thank you
build sandcastles now, is it? Is that the next one on the agenda?
What do you want to do next? Do you know?
No.
You just want to have a rest now, don't you, at the hotel?
Yeah, well, it's quite tiring being...
Now you're a TV star.
Yeah, now you're a TV star. Well, as I said, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. And hopefully someone will be able to help. Thank you so much, Woody. And good luck, Superman. Because I haven't even been in a Lamborghini yet, by the way. It's very, you're lucky. Right, so thank you so much once again.